The Premier League organizers revealed the reason Declan Rice received a red card in Arsenal's draw against Brighton. Erling Haaland shattered numerous records in a Manchester City shirt. 1. Why did Declan Rice receive a red card? Declan Rice was sent off early in the second half during Arsenal's match against Brighton in the third round of the 2024-25 Premier League. In the 49th minute of the match at Emirates Stadium, Brighton was awarded a free kick after a challenge between Declan Rice and Joel Veltman. When Veltman took the quick free kick, he accidentally kicked Rice's leg, causing the Arsenal star to fall to the ground in pain. Referee Chris Kavanagh immediately ran over. While the home fans expected the referee to card Veltman, Kavanagh instead decisively issued a yellow card to Rice for obstructing the free kick. The former West Ham star had to leave the field early as it was his second yellow card of the match. Slow-motion footage showed that Rice was indeed kicked by Veltman. However, this was a consequence of Rice's deliberate action to kick the ball out of play. Arsenal fans need to stop complaining. The referee followed the rules, one fan commented. There's no controversy here, Kavanagh made the correct decision, said another. Rice is a clown, a third fan remarked. After Rice left the pitch, Arsenal's midfield was left wide open. Brighton quickly organized a central attack and soon equalized 1-1. In the 58th minute, Mina made a swift run, bypassed Arsenal's centre-backs, and took a shot. David Raya managed to block Minta's shot but couldn't stop Joe Pedro's follow-up. 2. Hats off to Haaland. After a quiet summer without international tournaments, Erling Haaland is once again making headlines as the season begins. Last week, Haaland scored a hat-trick in a 4-1 win over Ipswich Town. After the match, the Norwegian striker was jokingly criticized by his teammates for scoring too many goals. The reason is that every time he scores a hat-trick, Haaland takes the match ball as a souvenir and asks his teammates to sign it as a witness. One teammate even wrote on the ball, "I'm tired of signing these match balls. Hat-trick fatigue." But Haaland didn't take the feedback to heart and went on to score another 3 goals in the very next match. The Norwegian striker's brilliant form was the difference that helped Man City secure a 3-1 win over West Ham, keeping them at the top of the Premier League table in the early hours of September 1st. This was also Haaland's 11th hat-trick for Man City, his 8th in the Premier League, making Man City the club with the most hat-tricks in the league's history, 43 compared to Liverpool's 42 and Arsenal's 41. At this point, Haaland has surpassed Wayne Rooney and is now level with Thierry Henry, Harry Kane, and Michael Owen in terms of hat-tricks. He is just 4 hat-tricks shy of the record holder, Sergio Aguero. If Haaland maintains this form, Aguero's record is likely to be broken this season. Keep in mind that Aguero needed 275 matches to achieve 12 hat-tricks, averaging 1 hat-trick every 23 matches. This is quite impressive, considering that Henry needed 32 matches on average for a hat-trick, Owen needed 41, Kane needed 42, and Rooney needed 70. But Haaland operates on a different level. 69 matches, 8 hat-tricks, averaging just under 9 matches per hat-trick. No wonder his teammates are tired of the Norwegian striker. Why is Haaland so adept at scoring goals? Of course, playing in an environment like Man City, a team that controls the ball well and has top-class creators, suits Haaland perfectly. However, a fish still needs to swim well on its own to thrive. Before joining Man City, Haaland was already a prolific scorer at Dortmund. While many great strikers have played for Man City, like Aguero, few have been as devastating in front of goal as the Norwegian forward. Therefore, it's undeniable that Haaland is a rare goal scorer in modern football. Before Man City's win over West Ham, former footballer Gary Lineker remarked, "Haaland has the qualities of a classic centre-forward. He has a complete combination of speed, strength, and a strong physical presence. He's very hard to mark because of his exceptional fitness." During Lineker's era, traditional no-9 South were common, but in modern football, the no-9 seems to have vanished. Coaches often avoid using center forwards because a big player is usually slow, less involved in pressing, and has poor link-up play. Instead, they prefer using a false 9, a player who moves freely and presses effectively without the ball. Even coach Guardiola initially had no intention of using a center forward at Man City, which is why he refused to sign a no-9 after Aguero retired. But Haaland's extraordinary qualities changed Guardiola's mind. leading him to build Man City's attack around a centre forward. This strategy has proven effective, given Haaland's goal tally, prompting Guardiola to say, he can match the goal-scoring records of Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. The question is whether Haaland can be as great as Ronaldo and Messi. Lineker explains that even comparing Haaland to Kylian Mbappé is not appropriate. He said, we can't really compare Haaland with someone like Mbappé because Mbappé is clearly a more complete footballer. However, Lineker emphasized that Haaland will score more goals because he is a true goal poacher. To make an accurate comparison, it's better to compare him with contemporary No. 9 South. If you want to compare him to other No. 9 South in the world, most of them are at the end of their careers. Robert Lewandowski and Harry Kane are both in their 30s. I think Haaland is more similar to Lewandowski, although he is much faster, Lineker pointed out. Last year, Haaland's form dipped, and he only scored 27 goals including 2 hat-tricks, which allowed Kane to win the European Golden Shoe. But this year, Haaland is expected to explode, making it difficult for Kane to catch up. Haaland's resurgence also ensures that the role of the traditional No. 9 is not relegated to history, keeping football diverse and exciting. 3. Why Ugarte won't make his debut for Manchester United against Liverpool. Ugarte completed his transfer from PSG to Manchester United for €50 million on Friday, ending a long wait throughout the 2024 summer transfer window. According to the records, the Uruguayan international arrived at Manchester United 1.5 days before the Red Devils' showdown with Liverpool in the third round of the Premier League at Old Trafford. However, Manchester United could not register Ugarte in time for him to play on Sunday night, September 1st. According to Premier League regulations, paperwork must be processed by noon on Friday. But Manchester United did not announce Ugarte's arrival until late that evening. This means the 23-year-old star will have to wait until the match against Southampton on September 14th at St. Mary's to make his debut for the Red Devils. However, the reality is that even if Manchester United had been able to register Ugarte in time for the Liverpool match, coach Erik ten Hag would likely have hesitated to use him in such an important fixture. The reason is that before joining Old Trafford, Ugarte had been absent from PSG's squad for the early matches of the 2024-25 season. Overall, Manuel Ugarte needs time to regain his fitness and find his best form after a period of inactivity. The upcoming weeks will provide Manuel Ugarte with a great opportunity to acclimate to Manchester United before making his debut against Southampton. The battle between Casemiro and Ugarte at Manchester United promises to be very interesting. The Brazilian midfielder's guidance will help Ugarte develop significantly in the future and become a reliable anchor in Manchester United's midfield.